So what I've chosen is Crocodile Jasper. This is 2 pounds of rough. I went and ordered like 2 pounds of a lot of different rocks so I can kind of see how they tumble, and learn and practice. And sometimes when you have too much to choose from, you kind of get stuck. I never really thought this was very interesting. I think it's kind of boring in rough. And then I saw Shannon from Reiki Gem Wellness, and I fell in love because now while this rough has been cleaned off, it is completely dry. So what we want to do is get it a little wet so we can see the magic. You see the difference? You know, kind of boring, not all that interesting. Wow, it's just really cool. So we're going to see if all of this fits in our 4-pound tumbler, which I'm 99% sure will fit. And it does. Oh, I've got a chip right there. So, I'm not really sure what the 2/3 mark is on this barrel. I'll be back with a tape measure. Now, this is 4 inches. So surprisingly, it's the same in this. I'm going to the lip, not to the top of the barrel. So it's 4 inches, just under actually. So let's see where we are here. So we need like 2.66. We're under. So I'm not worried about it. I think this is enough stone. I'm going to put ceramic media in here. Sorry about that. I'm going to put ceramic media in here to make up the difference. So back to the small and the large. Grab some baking soda. I'm still going to stay with 1 tablespoon, even though it's a little bit bigger barrel. I don't know, I don't think it's all that much bigger. So, let's see what we're doing here. Getting all that ceramic media busted throughout. So, how much are we going to need for a 4-pound barrel? Well, that would be 4 ounces. So, 3 ounces is 4. Now we have to do math. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That now we only have 2 ounces of stone. So do we go by the barrel or do we go by the stone? But then we've got the ceramic media, which you have to wait. Barrel, 4 tablespoons. Okay, if after a week there isn't anything left, well, we know we didn't overdo it. So let's put some more water in. And again, we just want to go to the bottom of the top layer of stone. There we go, that's plenty. lots of money. Okay. We will see our Kambaba Jasper, which is also known as Crocodile Jasper, in 7 days, and we will see how that's working. Okay, we are back with our Kambaba Jasper. Let's give it I want to keep it as wet as possible. So now, let's move the camera. So like our other yellow jasper, we're looking for major issues. We've only found 2 little tiny chips. We can go to our other project. There's some pitting in here that's rather large. I'm pretty sure that we can get that to come out. Pretty sure that'll be okay. It's just so interesting. There's a large divot here, but it's nice and smooth. So, I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, there you go. Hoping that will smooth out. So there's still some sharp pieces. That's probably where one of these chips came from, right there. Ooh, that one's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if this needs another whole week or just maybe 4 days. So we'll check it in 4 days and we'll see how it's coming along. There's a hole right there, and you can see there's still some residue from the other slurry, but it's going right back in, so I'm not worried about over cleaning it. Okay. Ooh, that's got some yellow. That's nice. I was really surprised with the yellow jasper how many problem children we had with it. Like, I'm not finding any deep crevices, just some little tiny ones that will probably come out relatively quickly. That's the fun of all this, is we're finding the recipes, figuring out timelines. This one's got some issues. It looks like it's either gonna crack or there's something in there. Well, I'm going to let that run because it's on the edge, and maybe it'll get smoothed out. We'll pull it out next week if it doesn't look like it wants to do this. This has got a lot of smoothing that needs to be done on this one. Lots of smoothing. This is really thin, but there's still some jaggedness to it that I wouldn't want to move this to medium, so I hope it'll last. We'll see if there'll be anything left of it next week. It's the problem, is we keep losing mass. Oh, isn't that one neat? Okay. This could be an issue here. This is a valley. It's a crack right there. This is a divot, but it's smooth. There's like a fault line in the center, but you can see it, but you can't feel it. So that's curious to see what happens there. Well, it looks like nothing gets pulled out for medium. Everything goes back into rough. And there we go. These 2 little pieces will go in with our Jasper chip pile. tiny, tiny chips. See if there's any more next week. All right, we're going to move on to our next barrel. Okay, we're back with Kambaba Jasper. This has been in course for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, it is just absolutely stunning. It feels like glass, at least this piece. It's amazing. I would say this one is ready to go on to medium. This one still has a little issue with it right here. Might require, and then there's a nice little crevice here. Fingernail sinks into it, so we're going to want to continue to shape that one. Okay, this one has a divot, but it feels really good. There's, yeah, back in course. I don't really think so far this is going to need a whole nother week in course. Just a few more days. I don't know. Maybe 4 days. Dang, look at that. That's stunning. Let me adjust the camera. See if you can see that better. You see what it looks like when it's dry and when it's wet. As we spoke before, we don't want it to be dry because we're trying to get all the grit out of it, but it's going back in course, so it really doesn't matter on this particular run. If it was going into a finer grade, we don't want any cross contamination. So this is almost ready to go on to medium. I think this piece is definitely ready to go to medium. They just have like that one little spot. Boy, Jasper is a lot of fun. Now, as opposed to our Serape Jasper, which was having all kinds of problems, this seems to be moving fairly quickly. Just a couple little tiny, maybe 3 days is all it's going to need. I wonder if I could just move it to medium and the rest of this would come out. But you know what they say about rushing, you gotta start over. So we're gonna learn patience. Yeah. Yeah. While this is smooth, it's still kind of pointy. There's crevices. And there's a little pit. Boy, there's no pits on this one. It's ready for medium. Wow. There's several little pits on this particular piece. Amazing. The color changes when they get wet. It's just like a little tiny miracle every time. That is definitely a grit catcher. Yeah. it just glides like glass. Interested to see just how much smoother it can actually get. Good grief, this is wonderful. Look at that. Wow. There's just a couple little... Wow, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to put it all in. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of chips here, but the mass really did come down quite a bit. I mean, they were all fairly large, and now not so much. That's why I always like to start with large rough, because I know I'm going to lose so much. I'm really torn. These are like half and half. Half ready for medium, half just need a few more days in coarse. But we're going to put it in coarse. Okay, now let's look through. Ooh, how thin that is. Sorry about that. That is super thin. I hope it doesn't break all apart, but it might. So what we're looking for now are those little tiny chips that are going to cause a problem. And I'm not seeing any. It's not really easy on a green background, but old car towels work good for this. Okay, all this ceramic media looks good. I don't see any more chips in it, so we're going to put it back in the barrel. And I believe we're going to add quite a bit more because we lost so much volume, and we do not want to bruise our Jasper. Okay, give it a shake, and you can see the barrel's not even really half full. Now it is half. So let's just add our coarse. I'm gonna put 4 in. It's in pretty good shape. And then let's get some more ceramic now. Okay. Let's add some small. I'm hitting handfuls. I could probably move this down to a smaller barrel, but I don't have one free. Okay, let's add water. done. All right, we'll see you in the next two. We're back with the Kambaba Jasper. We're gonna do a really close inspection on this because I think a lot of it's ready to move to medium. And we're gonna just find out how much, if we need to hold something back. Okay. There's a little, see, it catches your fingernail. So that one would be rough. That one would be, I wouldn't want to move it forward to medium. We're going to keep it in coarse grit. I know I said rough, I meant coarse grit. This one has an interesting shape with it. But again, it could just smooth just the tiniest bit more. Okay. This one actually feels pretty good. Put that in for medium. Anything that feels like medium, I'm putting in the barrel. Anything that needs coarse, I'm gonna hold out. Because medium is still going to, you know, wear it down a little bit. Yeah, see, there's just a couple of spots. I mean, I want perfect stones before they go to medium for this particular batch. So it's kind of rough, but I think that's medium. So we're looking for pits, divots, chips, valleys, anything that grit could hide in. Okay, let's see. Goes to medium. So depending on how many medium we have and how many coarse we have, we'll make the determination of which actually moves forward. This is really nice. I'm smooth. I'm not feeling any issues. It's a little bit dry. I mean, it's drying, so that helps to find things. But I also don't want grit to get stuck. See, we're not finding any chips so far. Ooh. See, all the sides feel perfect. And I run my thumb and I feel a little divot in there. And just that one, and I'm not sure. Can you see that? Little divot right here. That could catch grit, or medium could smooth that out. There we go. I think medium could get that out. Okay. Either way, this grit's moving, or this ceramic media is moving forward with our decision for coarse or medium. Sorry about that. Caught some ceramic media on the fly. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. I think we're going to have a batch moving forward. There's a little something there. I think medium. Oh wow, these are just so neat. I love this inspection part. I know sometimes I go quickly. It's not because I don't like that stone, it's because I know it's just staying in that phase. This has got a little, I don't know, it's a maybe. It's not because I don't like the stone, you know, when I quickly go through it, is that I know that it's going to need to stay in the same course of action. So there's no reason to spend a ton of time when you're videoing it. I mean, if I'm going to hold something back, I'll put that in that pile. And I really don't think that the things that need to go back into course need to stay in course for a full week. I don't know. That's definitely got a problem. And the dogs are barking. Okay. That stays. Ooh, look at that. Really pretty. Finding any chips? Nope. No chips is a good sign. On the way through, we haven't really found a lot of chips for this. It's Kambaba Jasper, also known as Crocodile Jasper. I think we're actually moving forward to medium. Ooh, really thin. Now this was a chip that we threw back in to see what would happen. And while it's very thin, it's also very smooth. I hope that doesn't break. I'd like to have that manage to get all the way through. Then we have, yeah, all of those went to medium. Okay, this is barrel number 5. It's our 45C, I think it is called. It's Lortone Tumbler. I'm so happy with the Lortones. I can go into course for one more week. Medium. Okay, let's try the stone. Look at the shine that we have. And it hasn't left course yet. It just has a really nice, smooth, matte finish. I think this is going to take polish. It's going to look like glass when it's done. So that should really go. If I'm really being picky, that would go stay in course. It's going to stay in course. Okay. That's staying in course. That's a big divot. Medium. It's a little tiny. Little tiny. Okay, the ceramic media looks good. I'm not seeing the dreaded chip issue. But what I wanted to show you is look how these edges are starting to round. And that is exactly what we want, because the sharper edges can damage the stones as it moves forward. So this particular batch of ceramic media is going to follow our Kambaba Jasper into the medium stage. And then when it needs to go to a polish, all of this is going to stay behind for the next item that will go into a coarse phase. Alright, we have our Kambaba Jasper. It's been 1 week in medium. Now we're going to take a look at it and see how it's moving along here. Let's move this camera. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Just need our towel here. Here, let it dry. Not seeing any real major problems with this piece. It's just that one spot. Can you see that right there? Just set that aside. If we're going to run another week of medium, that'll go back in it. If we're going to proceed to fine, I'm not sure. Oh, these are feeling really nice. It's a tiny little spot there. That goes with that one. Oh, nope. Okay. So far we have one piece that's ready to move forward. 3 to stay in medium. Kind of see how we're still getting that slurry. Anything moving forward is going to have a wash. This is a really cool piece. I really like this one. I like the shape of it. Okay, we're half and half so far. These are just amazing. And I really think most of these are ready to move forward. But we are going to check them all. That could take it a week. See, as soon as you say you're ready to move forward, rocks come out and get you. It's kind of like your car makes a noise, you take it to the mechanic and it stops. It's one of those situations.
Malachite was always my favorite green stone until I came across this Kambaba Jasper. It's taken the top spot so far. Patterns are just so cool. Can you hear that? Oh, it's kind of like nails on a chalkboard. I think I'm going to have to invest in another rotary tumbler with smaller barrels, because as these whittle down from the rough stage down to polished, they've lost enough mass that they can keep moving down to a smaller and smaller barrel. That's kind of why I started with the large barrels today, so we could see what we have available. And we may switch up what's in what. We had everything labeled with a barrel number, and I think what we're just going to do is get rid of the barrel numbers completely, because we're going to just be moving them around. Well, that needs work. I don't know. It's got one spot that's not as smooth as everything else. If we're going to do a medium, we might as well put it back in there. Ooh, that's really thin. But still, believe it or not, it has a rough spot. Well, I would say 2/3 is ready for our first polish, first fine grit stage. And 1/3 is ready to stay in medium for one more week. We're not seeing a whole lot of breakage on any of these, no chipping. So I don't believe we're going to find any chips in here, which is a good thing at this stage. That is just natural lines in the stone. It's not any cracks or crevices or valleys or anything we need to get rid of. Okay. This is... Let's See this piece of ceramic media? It's got a hole in it. It could hold grit, so we want to get rid of that because we don't want it damaged as we move forward. Okay. So this is what we have. Kambaba Jasper ready for 500 fine polish grit, and this is what needs to be held back into medium. So I think what we're going to do is set the medium in a little bowl and see if we have another Jasper that's ready to go to medium, and we can put that back in with it. These are ready for polish. So we're going to need a much smaller barrel than this. This is the 45C. Let's see what we're going to do. Okay, we're back with our Kambaba Jasper. It has been in pre-polished 500 grit for a week, and we are definitely going to be moving this forward to super fine for a week. It feels really nice. It's super smooth. I'm really happy with it. So here's it. It's dry. Got some beautiful patterns going on. Should say it's drying. So this is going to go in a wash cycle for a couple of hours, maybe 2, and make sure we get it good and clean. Make sure that water runs clear. Sometimes that takes 2 or 3 washes. Yeah. This is super awesome. Finally, something's moving forward and progressing. So, we are really, really happy. These are so smooth. They are so pretty. Half wet, half dry. Look at that. This is just amazing. Wish everything came out this beautiful. So because we really want to get the absolute perfect finish on this, I'm going to run this through the Superfine 1000 aluminum oxide grit. I just want to start making that a standard practice to give the stones the best possible outcome they can get. malachite used to be my favorite green stone, but this has definitely bumped it, taking it right off the pedestal. I mean, I still like it, but wow, this is so cool. Let's go with sneaker. Okay, let's get this washed up and on to the next stage. Yay! Oh, I can't wait for these to be finished. I'm just so excited. If you're new to tumbling, you might want to start with a Jasper. It's so satisfying. I mean, some take a really long time, but oh my gosh. Wait till these are finished. It's going to be amazing. It's just going to be so satisfying. Okay, we've inspected them all. There's no chips, there's no breakage, there's no bruising. Everything is moving along just fine for the Kambaba Jasper. Yay! Yep, we're doing good. We'll see it next week. Back with our Kambaba Jasper. It has spent 1 week in superfine 1000 aluminum oxide grit, and now we are going to do an inspection. See where we're at. It's just looking lovely, lovely, lovely. All the scratches are out. It's perfectly smooth and ready for polish. Yay! Let's dry it off. Alright, everything else we've been working with today has been at 60-90 grit, so we don't want to have any cross-contamination. Now, it is so smooth. Oh. I'm going to put this through a wash cycle. Now, this ended up with a little mark on it, so we're not going to move it forward. And because it has a mark on it, and I've got this Kambaba Jasper that's been sitting here waiting for something to run for another medium, we're going to pop that in there. It can sit there, because it's going to have to go back a stage. Very beautiful. So this is going to go through a few wash cycles until the water runs absolutely super clear. And then we're going to put it into polish. Yay, I think we're finally ready for something to move to polish. Oh, this is just beautiful. So this is going to go into a polish barrel that we've been holding on to and waiting. And the barrel, the 3-pound barrel this has been sitting in, we'll be able to take that tiger's eye for coarse. So yeah, everything's moving nicely. That's going to leave us with a 6-pound and a 4.5-pound barrel ready to run some other stones. How completely fantastic is that? It's always fun starting new stuff, and it's always fun putting stuff in polish. And frankly, the whole thing is fun. Just gets a little frustrating when some things take so bloody long. But in the end, we will be very happy we had patience and we waited, because these are going to be just perfect. So when we run this through a really good, the barrel, the ceramic material, everything gets run through a really good wash with Dreft and borax, and 2-3 times until the water runs clear. And then we'll be able to put this in our aluminum oxide polish. So, yeah. Just get it wet. Wow. These stones are so nice. Really upset this has got a chip on it. It's got a chip, it's gonna go. Okay, our Kambaba Jasper. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 weeks in polish to get that glassy polish you want. And this is 1 week in aluminum oxide polish, and it's dry, and this is really beautiful. But I think it could go one more week, maybe 2. I really wanted that high glass shine. This is like coming along beautifully right now. Let's grab another stone and take a look at it. The good thing about the polish is you don't have to recharge it. You can just put the stones right back in it. So that's really good news. Oof, look at the shine. 1 week. So all that time we took in all the other stages, this is where it pays off. I'm not crazy about this tip. And I've got a bowl over here for medium that's I've been hanging out for another medium. And if I find anything at all wrong with these in polish, I'm sticking them back in the medium, and I'll run it again really quick. Because I want these perfect, because I'm a perfectionist. There might be a chip in here, something scarring, you know, causing little issues. Let's bring light in here more. The haze you're seeing on there is the slurry from the polish. I didn't,
give it a super rinse, just enough to see. See, there's like these little marks. Like that could come out and be a chip. Let's dig down into the bottom and see what's going on here. Oh, we're losing our focus. It's shining up really well. This Kambaba Jasper is looking beautiful. Really is. Okay. We're just going to put these back in here, let them continue on. And yay! I'm looking really happy with this. Okay, we will see this. I'm going to clean the rim off really well and put the lid back on and let it run for another week. And hopefully next week it'll either be done or darn close. So thank you for sticking around, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.